And now we're moving along for our speaker number 2. Francine Juhlin, DTM, will explain how her vision for her latest DTM project developed. She hopes she inspires people who may be contemplating what to do for their own DTM projects. This is the second speech of the DTM project path, completing her second DTM project. Please help me welcome Francine Juhlin, our immediate past president of this club, watching a vision come to life. 8 to 10 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Prepare to be inspired. When I am done talking tonight, I want you to all squanchulate right out of this meeting and start an HPL. Now, I know when we give speeches, we're not supposed to use acronyms, but we're an advanced club. Everybody should know what an HPL is. But if you don't, it is a high performance leadership project. Now you could do that somewhere in the level 4, level 5 of pathways, or after you complete a whole path and a half, you could start your DTM project. I had a vision. This vision was just supposed to be an end of year party for Division A in District 84. But somehow my vision just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Gloria, you witnessed this vision come to life. I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you take about 30 seconds and tell everybody about the experience?
I had a terrific experience, especially since I traveled along with a couple other people from Tallahassee to Jacksonville on a Saturday, okay? But it was very rewarding, and we hope to duplicate it in Tallahassee and Division H sometimes during this year. Thank you, Francine.
Thank you, Gloria. My vision was to, instead of just doing a party for the officers or a party for the leadership or even a party for the members, why don't we do a membership building project? And we started thinking, what can we do? The old worn out phrase, open house. Well, it's fun if you want to attract more Toastmasters, but we wanted to bring in non-Toastmasters. So we had a brainstorming session. What can we do that would attract non-Toastmasters? I belong to the Chamber of Commerce. I go to a networking event every Friday morning with 75 to 90 other business people. So I just said, why don't we do a networking event and invite the local business community? And that's how it all started. From this, we came up with the title, Networking with a Twist. That was the name of our Toastmasters open house, because the general public understands what networking is. And then when we branded it, it had a Toastmaster emblem on it, so it was an official Toastmaster event. Now, the question, big question, how did this develop from a party planning soiree event to a huge event for the general public? I built a team. Well, because this was supposed to be all the area directors of Division A, and then we said, let's make it bigger and include Division F. We had 8 area directors who all invited all of their clubs to the event. Now, as you heard, Gloria is all the way in Tallahassee and nothing to do with Division A or Division F. Now you're probably wondering, how did she get included? When we decided how to promote this event, we used a method that Tom and Marjane and I developed for a different project we did last year. We made a bunch of short videos for content for social media. We had a content building party. 8 of us got into my Zoom room and we just had fun for an hour. We did some interviews, we did some testimonials, and we just had some Toastmasters fun. And then after it was all over, I have this really cool program called Opus. And I put this hour-long video into Opus and it cut it down into 30 to 60-second segments with captions. You could go on my Facebook page and find a lot of them. You'll find Gloria, our old friend Akeem, and his son was used as a prop. That's what happens when a 2-year-old walks in while you're making a testimonial video. He becomes part of the testimony. You can have fun promoting your events. Now, another way I promoted it, every Friday morning when I went to my Chamber of Commerce meeting, I told everybody about networking with Twist. I got everybody excited. I told everyone how fun it was going to be. Then when Gloria and Akeem and Felicia were scheduled to come, I said, we've got members coming all the way from Tallahassee. And then Fred decided he wanted to show up and take pictures. So now we had people coming from Tallahassee all the way down to Daytona who you can network with. Find a way to make it exciting for the potential people. Now, another thing we did, we have a brilliant social media expert in Division A, Jackie Pearson. She taught an amazing class at TLI yesterday. There are some resources available, and I will find out how I could get it sent to everybody on Meetup, on Eventbrite, and how to use them effectively to get non-Toastmasters to look at our clubs. So stay tuned because that information will be coming as we weren't able to access it in the building yesterday. I'm trying to get it. This event was a huge success. We had 13 clubs involved. We had 13 clubs inviting people. We made the Jacksonville newspaper for things to do on a Saturday because we were all promoting it on our social media with these short clips telling how great Toastmasters is and why people should join. And we also had other videos about the event and everything that they could gain from the event. We had games, we had prizes, we had door prizes, we had networking, and we also did something very unique. Instead of just getting up there saying, my club meets on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and you could come visit us at, we did panel discussions in a funny way. Akeem asked funny questions and people answered to make it sound more enticing that Toastmasters isn't about just getting up and doing speeches. We talked about networking. We talked about mentoring. We talked about the fun of competing. We talked about everything Toastmasters loves about Toastmaster that the general public doesn't understand. So this is the end of this project, but stay tuned because September 15th, we're doing it again because we had so much fun the first time. And if you want to take this to your district, to your division, to your area, just ask me and I can help. Back to you, Gloria.
Thank you, Francine. That was wonderful. And I know I gave a general overview, but I was confident Francine will give you all of the details. It was a lot of fun. Now for our second round of facilitation about Francine's speech. Linda Ramwa, TTM, take it away.
Thank you, Gloria. Paul, I'm going to ask 3 more people to say something that you liked and say something that could improve that speech. Paula, Carol, and Perry, if our guests don't mind participating. So we'll start with Paula.
Thank you. Wow, Francine, what a great HPL, High Performance Leadership Project. I wish I was there to be part of that fun event. Your speech was very, very good in explaining what you did, why you did it, and how you did it. Great information, very upbeat, very enthusiastic. I wish I could have been there to enjoy the day. Great job.
Thank you, Paula. Now, who did I say? Carol. Carol Ann or Carol Lee.
Francine, this is obviously the first time that I've attended the club, and your energy from the beginning hooked me in. I don't know if that's your normal disposition, but I really love that. And you used the word of the day up front. I thought that was very impressive. I loved hearing the description of your project and how you incorporated, fellow Toastmasters in doing that. I've been taking notes by hand because I love writing, paper and pen, and ideas for me to take back to my club. And as you mentioned, perhaps with my district, if we want to incorporate that. What I would have liked to have heard in the speech was a description that you only included at the very end of what actually occurred during networking with a twist. I would have liked to hear a little bit more in the beginning of the speech, and then even more detail. You gave a lot of the leading up to the event, and then you kind of ended with that, only because I'm thinking, oh, well, what did you actually do? What would I do? I know that I could obviously contact you afterwards, but that would be my only suggestion.
Thank you so much. And Perry Ann.
I loved your speech. You hooked me too. You kept my interest with your great enthusiasm, good body language, vocal variety. You kept a high energy all through it. And I really enjoyed hearing about how you did this and involved other people. It was extremely exciting. I heard you say another thing a few times. I think the only suggestion I would make would be maybe better tracking adjectives or intros, like firstly, secondly, finally. But other than that, it was a great speech. I was blown away. Thank you.
Thank you all for your evaluations for Francine. And now I'm going to absquatulate and back to Gloria.
Thank you, Linda. Yes, and all of the other people who participated in the round robin.